Harrison is pretty much the jack of all trades at Hope House. He does anything that can be done for someone else. Harrison is a man who really challenges everyone to be selfless. Anything from light maintenance to being able to mop and sweep the floor, and never questions anything. He kind of has a routine that he always follows through with, and never once is questioned by anybody is not being able to do something.
I get on my bike and I ride up here, and the first thing I do is come in. I'll put a pot of coffee on. I'll fix my water, and I'll go right straight to the store. I'll go in and I got a special mop I dust the store in, and I'll go in there and I'll start mopping it. After I get that mopped, I come back and I start sweeping the floors.
Harrison goes above and beyond to try to find those little things that can help make Hope House run smoother so that we can better serve and connect and do things with this neighborhood and show the gospel in ways that we weren't able to do before.
He is a great friend. We drink coffee every morning and talk about our day, and we start out with prayer and we have our coffee, and we come to Hope House, and we help do whatever's necessary and whatever's needed to be done. Harrison is a very hard-working individual. He's here every morning, like myself, here every morning at 7:30, and we're here sometimes till 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening.
As we got to know Harrison, we found Harrison was a very passionate and sensitive man who loved his family. But what we learned about Harrison was that's not who Harrison used to be. Harrison did not love his family. He didn't care for his wife. He didn't even care about himself. Harrison experienced some things at a young age that completely broke him. It breaks me to think about what he experienced as a child.
I'm Harrison Crow, and I was molested by my father when I was very young. He told me I'd never amount to nothing, and it stuck with me for years. I started drinking and drugging at an early age. My later years, I married. I married the woman I'm married to now. And I started drinking and drugging. Worser. I was doing a lot of drinking, a lot of taking pills. And then I got hooked on meth. I started doing some meth. I was shoving my family away from me, far away from me. I never had time to be there for them because the drug was leading me further and further down a path. It would make you feel like you could whip the world and anything you did was perfect. Well, anything you did ain't perfect. I did a crime and I went to prison for 6 years. And a guy on the top walk asked me to move in with him. So I moved up there. He read the Bible all the time. Morning, noon, and at night. Which I really thought I knew the Bible. I didn't know a thing about the Bible until I moved in with him. And that's where I turned my life around and gave it to God.
Getting to know Harrison and his past and his story is that he longed for change, he wanted change. He just didn't know how that needed to happen. But since meeting Harrison, we knew that the old Harrison he told us about was not who he was anymore. We knew he had been changed and reconciled by a holy God through Jesus and through the power of the cross. And now we're seeing a man who is seeking out restoration. He's wanting to see who Jesus needs to be in his marriage, who Jesus needs to be as a father to his children and to his grandchildren. I've never seen a man want to see things restored in his life like Harrison does. And I believe it's because of the work of the cross.
And then I told him my story, where I've been, what I've done. And it didn't make a difference to him where I've been and what I've done.